Phoenix Suns center revealed that he hasn't spoken with the head coach since May, and it seems that the summer was quite tense for him and the team. So what was it that caused such drama? Well, keep watching until the end of this video to learn more about the situation between Deandre Ayton and the Suns. And it seems to be very awkward because, well, you're going to be shocked. So let's get started. So what happened in May? Simply put, the Suns looked overwhelmed by the pressure of a stunning Game 7 loss to the Dallas Mavericks in May. They missed shots they usually make, made bad passes they usually don't make, and looked like a team that won an NBA best 64 games during the regular season. Now, as Mavs coach Jason Kidd said with a grin, a lot of people said it would be a blowout, and they were right. Now, of course, it wasn't Dallas that was supposed to win. The home team won the first 6 games of the series, but the Mavs broke through, dominating in a hostile environment from start to finish. Conversely, it was an embarrassing no-show for the playoff-tested Suns, who advanced to the NBA Finals last season with a very similar roster. By halftime, many Suns fans were booing at the unsightly display. The series might have been close, but the individual games usually were not. 3 of the first 6 games were decided by at least 20 points, and none of the games came down to a final possession. Game 7 followed a similar pattern, except the team doing all the damage was the road team. Doncic was fantastic, making shots from all over the floor and finishing 12 of 19 from the field, including 6 of 11 on threes. He also got some help. Dinwiddie was fantastic in the first half with 21 points on 7 of 10 shooting, including 4 of 5 from three-point range. It was super awkward. That group has a lot of character and integrity, and I know how bad they wanted it. We just could not execute tonight. Couldn't make a shot early, that messed with us a little bit, and Dallas played their tails off from start to finish, said Suns coach Monty Williams. Deandre played just 17 minutes and finished with 5 points and 4 rebounds, and when asked about his lack of playing time, Williams responded that it is internal.
Played 17 minutes tonight, and so he didn't play most of the fourth quarter. Is there any reason why? Is he hurt or?
It's internal.
And Ayton did not speak to the media post-game. In September, Ayton said that he has not spoken with Monty Williams since that game.
How have you and Monty kind of been able to move
I haven't spoken to Monty. No, I haven't spoken to him at all.
After the first practice of the season, he told reporters, "I haven't spoken to him at all. I can show him better than I can tell him. It's life. Nobody cares about the uncomfortable nature of it. It's how you perform and what you bring to the table. What's said is already said."
I'm here. You happy to be here? Yeah, I'm alright. I'm in between those lines now. I just work. I'm not playing for myself.
Ayton worked out at the Suns facility for weeks leading up to training camp, but Williams said he purposely decided to leave players alone a little this summer to give them some space. "I think one-on-ones are always needed between guys I've been around for a while. Some guys need it, and some guys don't. I'll identify that as the season progresses. I'll talk to everybody as I always do during camp, and it won't be an issue at all," Williams said. Ayton actually made it clear that he intends to take a business-like approach to the season and hasn't had his typical jovial attitude. "When I'm in between those lines, man, I work. I know I'm not playing for myself. I have an organization across my chest and a name on my back I have to represent. I'm just here to work," he said. But it seems that friendship and respect are priorities for Williams, and in an interview he said, "He is just too good of a player, and he is a good dude. There's times where you bump heads on certain issues, but that doesn't define a person in totality. And I think sometimes that stuff just gets blown out of proportion, and rightfully so, when you don't know all of the facts." So, is everything back to normal? Well, Ayton, the former #1 overall draft pick, returned to the Suns this past offseason after they matched a 4-year, $133 million offer from the Indiana Pacers. The Suns initially declined to extend his rookie extension before the deadline, which reportedly led to Ayton not feeling valued by the franchise. But it seems that the situation between Ayton and Coach Williams is over, as Ayton recently insisted that their relationship was just fine. He said, "Yeah, most def. I mean, we talk, man. At the end of the day, it's like we're trying to contribute to a win. Everything is back to normal. Nothing has changed, to be honest. Yeah, I may have come to media day just bland, but I wasn't trying to give nobody no damn story or nothing, but it flipped on me. So I can't really say nothing. Just let everybody run away with it. All I know is we've been in here working. We've been battling each other, beating up each other in training camp. Coach has been loving it." And Williams said a word about him as well. Monty Williams is aware that there is an opportunity for Deandre Ayton to grow, and Monty knows that he plays a role in this. I think there's some wrinkles in what we do that will allow for some of his talents to show a little more. I think that one of the things that I did not do a good job of last year is allow for other guys to grow in their abilities to initiate offense, which gets a lot of pressure off Chris, which allows him to be fresher, I think, and there's some wrinkles that we can explore to try to take advantage of DA's ability to score in the mid-range, taking threes from the top of the key, corner threes. Those are things that I've watched him work on this summer, Williams noted. And Ayton seemed ready to enter the new season, stating that he's been working on everything and he's just trying to be the most dominant person right now, and he feels like he can do it. James Jones, speaking up. James Jones thought we needed to make a word about it and said, "We were clear since day one that we wanted Deandre Ayton. We were very protective, matching, and making sure that he stayed here in Phoenix. We were consistent and we will continue to be consistent." Some people could see what he stated and responded with actions speak louder than words. Why did Jones wait until the Pacers provided an offer sheet before offering Ayton a max if he truly believed in Ayton? When didn't he sign him to a rookie extension the year prior, thus putting an end to rumors and putting doubt in his young center's head? He explained that social media is a noise box, and that is what plenty of the noise was last season. Actually, if you dig deeper and examine the designated rookie rule, you will find that an organization can only have 2 designated rookies on its roster at a time. If James Jones had signed Ayton to that deal, it would have handicapped the Suns' future endeavors until at least the end of the 2023-2024 season, when Devin Booker's rookie max deal expired. Well, but now he is sidelined. Last week, Deandre Ayton was announced to be sidelined for at least 1 week because of a left ankle sprain. He hurt his ankle in the first quarter of the win against the New Orleans Pelicans when he stepped on the foot of Jonas Valanciunas. He got up and walked to the bench, but headed to the locker room a few minutes later. So when will he be back? Well, Coach Williams doesn't have a clear answer on whether Ayton will play against Portland yet. Ayton fully participated in Thursday's practice. He got up shots before the win against Minnesota. He has missed the last 2 games with the injury suffered in the first quarter of a victory over New Orleans, and this isn't the first time that Ayton has dealt with ankle issues, as he missed time last year with 2 separate ailments after the new year. The former number 1 overall pick played in 58 games last season, and he hasn't been the most durable player in his career, playing less than 60 games in 2 of his first 4 NBA seasons. Still, the Suns are smart not to risk his long-term health this early in the season. Through 5 games, Ayton was averaging 15.4 points, 8.2 rebounds, and 2.0 assists per game, while shooting 54.8% from the field. So what do you think about the drama between Deandre Ayton and the Suns? Do you think that he was acting like a child? Let us know in the comments down below.